Hey guys, this is Matt Winstead with Golden Rule Farm, and we're just going to kind of go through some of these nukes and kind of explain a little bit about what's going on inside there, what to expect, what to do, and just see what they look like. So I'm going to do this completely random. You can kind of watch. I'm probably a little pissy because of this rain.
So just set expectations. We've not been in these this morning or anything like that. This isn't prep. We're just going to go through them raw footage, right?
Yep. So as you can see, we've got about 4 frames of bees, which is perfect. That way they don't swarm on you the day that you get them. Okay. This first frame, you can see the nectar shining. Got a little nectar in there. So that's honey. So that's emerging brood right there. See how it's hatching? Inside there, you can't see that with the camera, but that's got full of eggs. And a lot of people always want to know about this black frame in here. And the reason we put this in the middle is because they typically draw out one side 100% with a feeder in there. And then we put that in there to keep it from swarming. And as you can see, that's full of eggs and open larvae. Okay, just completely full. So, once again, more emerging brood. Look at that frame. Like, this thing is ready to be put in a stinking hive body and supered, because this is going to make honey for a customer. And so this is the 4th frame, or the 5th frame, and this is the 4th frame of brood. Now I want to explain something to you guys, okay? This doesn't have that much honey in this box, and the reason why is because it has 4 frames of brood. Mike, what do you sell a frame of brood for?
40 bucks.
How much do you sell a queen for?
45 bucks.
Okay. How much does a gallon of syrup cost?
5 bucks.
Okay. So I would much rather have an extra frame of brood in my colony that's worth 40 bucks than a $5 gallon of syrup, because a gallon of syrup is 5 bucks. You can make it at your house for 3 bucks. So if you ask me, I would much rather take a frame that might not be 100% drawn, even though that one's pretty close. Even if it was only half full of brood, because then you got $20 worth of brood, and then you just got to add 1 gallon of syrup. So let's just peek in a few others of these. We'll make.
If that one was mine with that much brood, I'd probably pull a frame anyway, you know, just to add some space if I wasn't going to get it out of that meat box right away.
The smoker's going out. Once again, I got bees on all frames. I'm not totally full to where I'm worried about swarming. So, not much nectar going on there. Little bit, like I said, when they got so much brood, they consume that nectar so fast. So you got to feed them. Beautiful frame, a brood, cat brood. Look at that, that's just gorgeous. Here's that frame where some people have talked about. I want you guys to see this. See how it's partially drawn? But I want you to look, see if you can zoom in, Mike. Nothing but eggs and larvae in there, all the way out to where it's even halfway full. And that's why we put that in there, because that's going to help them to not swarm, and then you get extra brood. Once again, all brood, all eggs. So we got 2 frames of brood in here. Look, there's another one. Beautiful frame, got honey, got pollen in there. It's great. Nectar, beautiful nectar frame. Honey on both sides. So that one has right at 3. That one's perfect. Let me go completely random. Let's go green. Smoker's going out. All right, so 4 frames of bees. Keep them from swarming. A little bit of nectar on that one. Let's look at that frame on the outside, or brood. Man, you can tell I didn't pre-do these videos. See that right there? Each frame of cat brood, when it emerges, is 2 frames of bees. So that's emerging, within 48 hours, so before this even gets to a customer's house, this thing is gonna be blowing the doors off. Look at that. So it's like, would you be pissed off that you got a partial frame, even though it has half a frame of cat brood on it? Because me, as a someone who has purchased nukes before, when I first started, I would be much rather get extra brood if I got the choice. Cutting cap brood once again. Look at that. So count them up, 4 frames of brood. 4 frames of brood. Let's do another one. Fuckers completely out. Perfect size, exactly what we want. A little bit of nectar there. Yep, cap brood, cap brood. Some cap brood, nothing but eggs and larvae. See?
Queen, by the way.
Yeah, look at her going. You see all those eggs? So there's 2 frames. You guys counting? Brood, 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 brood. 4 frames. So anyways, guys, just hope that you got some insight on that. Hope you're happy what you're expecting. Like I said, I wish they had a little bit more honey in there because it would be great. But when you have 4 frames of brood, they are going to consume the honey just as fast as they can get in. So when you get them, feed them, but put those things in a deep, because if you don't, they will swarm on you, because that is a ton of bees. If I wanted to, I only guarantee everybody 3 frames of brood. So I could go out here and rip a frame of brood out, put a gallon of syrup in there, and then save me a bunch of money. But I want to make you, the customer, happy, and that's what I would be happy with, more so than a frame of honey. So if you guys have any questions, concerns, let us know. But like I said, that's what I would want, and that's what I sell, is stuff that I feel comfortable buying. Hope you guys are happy. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks again.